I've been with them 13 years, 13 and a half years.
You finished for today?
I'm gonna go over here to Snooks and get me some flour.
Okay.
I'm gonna go home and fry me some shrimps.
Ooh,
Make me a nice salad.
Good.
And some fries.
Yes.
Yes, and some lemonade.
Oh, real good.
Yes, I just don't have no flour to batter it off the eggs. Look, I knew everybody talking about it. I can't wait till Diddy start talking on everybody. There's a lot of folks need to go to jail.
Say it again?
Diddy.
Oh, Diddy?
No, I know folks need to go to jail.
I hate the fact that black men, when they get to a certain level, their lifestyle a certain way, they become targets.
But you know what? He's not a target. He did this to himself. He is not a target. He did a lot of wrong. I never liked him no way. I mean, really, I did his music or anything. So, the first video I saw, when he picked that girl and drug her back, it was over for me. But he don't know just bring some black folks down there. He don't bring some white folks with him.
I hope he don't bring nobody down. I know there's people trying to bring him down because they want him down.
Do you believe he was right, what he did?
I believe that, this is what I believe. I believe that people had an option to agree or disagree with what they're going to be involved in.
You're right. They did.
Anybody that got involved for money, should still have that same energy.
Right. But what about the kids? And I blame their parents was coming. They wrong now.
I don't necessarily agree with children. You know, but I can't speak on somebody else's situation. That's not my situation. All I can say is I ain't doing that. And learn from it.
Right.
Because it's a guy named, his name was Nuri Muhammad, the Honorable, he was speaking on behalf of the Honorable Louis Farrakhan.
Okay.
And he made a statement, he said, when people find themselves in trouble, judge the person, learn from it. So you don't find yourself in the same situation.
Right. That makes sense.
There's certain things that Europeans can get away with. You get a slap on the wrist. People of color find themselves in situations because we're already under a lot just as people.
Right.
Like just trying to go to college, leaving the hood. You know, trying to work at getting your business off the ground. You know, you're the only one in your family that wants to be a business on everybody else is working. You know, so I can't, you know, I know he done a lot of good.
Right, he did?
People,
okay.
A lot of people, you know, even though people have their ways, like a lot of people overlook all the good he done. He done way more good.
Yeah, he did a lot of good.
He done way more good than his personal things that he, you know. It's people that have different lifestyles. And you are presented with it and you have to agree or disagree with the lifestyle.
That is so correct. You have an option.
And then, you know, ain't no harm, ain't no law that that's what you like and I don't like that. You have an option to go ahead and go ahead and go away. The problem is that some people get money hungry. And when they get money hungry, they don't know how they get it. They ain't have no principles and morals behind it. I can make up something. Ooh, you in trouble. Or I could go ahead and got some money with you and turn around and then you know, I ain't with none of that.
Right. My little neighbors in my building, you know, I stay in 55 and over.
You still look in your 30s.
Oh, I'll be 60 in a few more months.
Yeah. How many daughters you got?
One?
Yeah, one. I bet she your twin too.
No, she look more like her. Well, she do look. If she don't look like me, she sure in the hell act like me.
I look like my dad and my mama.
So she got more of her daddy's side in her. I call her and her brother. They 3 years apart. They look like twins. But the little old folks, they gonna come knocking on my door about 9:30 last night. Told me they had some clippers and they gonna cut it for me. I told them, y'all gonna get away from this door.
Well, that's trying to go.
But it's starting to look better and better each day. I just got to do it Sunday.
It's real nice. I like it.
My daughter-in-law, she did it for me.
Now, what I do like about him is that he has a very strong ear for music. He know how to put people together to make good songs.
Right. That's true.
He know how to get HBCUs funding.
Put a lot of money in folks' pockets.
He fought for that. You know, he himself had to go through some stuff that I'm not going to talk about at all. You know, he had find himself in a situation where they had to make a decision. And they said, no, I'm going to go on here and get out of poverty. I ain't going to stay here.
Well, you know, that's the same way they did Bill Cosby.
Yeah,
that what made me mad.
He was trying to buy a major network.
Yeah, they did Bill Cosby.
You start trying to get you a bag, people start making stuff up.
And I never stopped watching Bill Cosby. I love it. Fat Albert, all of it. We grew up on Fat Albert. It's Fat Albert. I love Fat Albert.
My mama introduced me to that show when I was probably like 7.
What?
I was like, what is that? And then I started liking the show because his voice was different.
Yes.
And I was like, you really watch this kind of stuff?
He sure did. I even like the movie. I hope they didn't make another one after the first movie they made.
They sold a lot of football gear. Sold a lot of football gear in the movie.
Yeah, sure is.
King and Kill, who they play Kill, play Fat Albert. King and Kill.
It's gonna be an evening, a movie afternoon. I'm going for the day. She said, so I don't know next time she do it, do you think I should come get the cut first?
No, you did right.
Okay.
Because now the leftover hairs I can, get those in line.
Okay. So they were just growing. She comes from here, your hair long. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna let it lock or not. She said she'll look at it in 4 weeks. I said I might just change them and let it lock and do something different. But I know if I get tired of it, go long, I can get it cut off.
Come on, harder. Harder, square your shoulders up. I can't. I'm sorry, I don't know if that work. Come on, let's go.
Put your head down.
There. Welcome to the NFL. Come on, get up.
Hey, Wayne. How's it going?
Megan?
It's my part of the
What I
tech
will
first
say
over.
is that
Hey,
African
no,
people,
It's like a bull.
Yeah, practice.
we have our own culture. And when Europe forced their culture onto us, intermingled cultures, when they say like in Rome, do what the Romans do, Roman culture is not for African people.
Right.
It's unnatural to who we are as people.
I think it's best to just in case it's close to home, you know?
We made in the image and likeness of the Most High.
Yeah, sure you did. Just want to know if you or
They
Jennifer
not.
have seen the guy since.
Because clearly if they was, they wouldn't be doing the stuff they doing.
Right.
Why should we copy off of them? They copying off of us, trying to become gods. We already have a knowledge of it. It's in our DNA.
Sure do.
And we in environments that they are starting to control because they conquered us in war. And we shouldn't be doing nothing like how they do it. But they took the religion and copied it and made it their own and gave it back to
Changed
us.
it and yes, you is
And then cut us off from using the spiritual practices that we're familiar with that connect us directly with the divine because it's in our DNA. And gave us a different form of it. And when they gave us this form of it, it was a form of godliness. And it didn't have the power in it. What they gave us. But when we get into our worship and we start helping each other and loving one another, the earth, we vibrate differently because we from the earth. You know what I'm saying? Like the components of the earth is part of our melanin. And so when we begin loving each other and getting back to the roots of who we are spiritually and get away from religion and get back to loving one another, then divine order is going to set in. You don't necessarily need a book. You don't need a book in order to know spiritual laws. It's already on the inside of you. If you are the offspring of the Most High. And then you see it in their family members when they treat you with love and compassion.
I truly do. I love everybody, all kinds, everybody. I have no hatred in my heart for anyone. But I always say, oh man, if we just came together as black as one, they couldn't touch us.
It just take a little time to everybody get the same light bulb that pop
I'm
on.
like, when are we gonna get there? Like, hey, if we stand as one.
I believe that we are coming more together because we're spending money with each other and we're helping each other out with different things. We are thinking about our best interests as a group. Okay, anything different?
Let me see.
Take it down the road or different?
Yeah, you can go down this here. See this here right
Take it
here?
down.
Yeah, you can take this on down and get rid
I
of
was
all
careful
that.
right there. I didn't want to cut into it, but I got you.
Oh, okay. Then you can push that on to the back. I'll lean back down.
Okay.
Yeah, and then bring this here. See, remember I like it like this. Because this grow out so far, so you can bring all that in for me. Yes. Yeah, and this one too. Yeah, bring it on in.
We live in a 100-year-old house. I think I haven't heard you working the floor.
Touch the subject I try not to talk about celebrity stuff like that because I'm trying to get in that arena.
Okay.
You're trying to get in that arena, you have to be careful about certain things.
Right. You speak on.
Yeah, because
I wasn't your fault.
I ain't speaking on nobody's situation I don't know about.
Right. And we really
I
don't.
wasn't there. You know, I don't know nothing, I ain't see nothing.
The department needed you to step up.
She wanted me to take the job.
You never told me that.
What she didn't want was her youngest joining family business. And she was so proud when
What I can say is people don't ready for
really,
They do.
spiritual laws, you can't get away from.
Francis, that was Jamie's choice.
There are beings, there are supernatural beings that live here that not everybody can see. Some will call them angels, some will call them spirit guides. All are here for divine purposes.
Every cop's worst nightmare. Their partner died.
Pastors and first ladies will say, during spiritual warfare, the angels are here. People in the Ephah religion will be like, my spirit guides are here. People that practice like my ancestors. We're all talking about the same thing. And the reason why I say this is because we are, biblically speaking, we are children of Israel, descendants of children of Israel. That is an entire bloodline. Because the word Israel breaks down to Isis, which is Aset, Ra, which would be Osiris, and Elohim, which are the supernatural beings that made man in their image and likeness.
Okay.
In which we say God, but it's a family of Elohim is plural. When they say let us make man in our image and likeness, that's plural. So when you use plural in Hebrew, you're not talking about one person, you're talking about several.
Right.
Or you're talking about different aspects of one person. It's impossible for a man to make a baby by himself.
Right.
You have to have a female counterpart, so there had to be a guy and a goddess.
Right.
And in Greek culture, they took away the woman, which is why the womb was taken off of the ankh, and another piece was added to make the cross, because the first symbol really was the ankh. And it changed from the ankh to the Christian symbol to centuries after that. And they try to make the ankh evil, but it's not. I did research on some of the pharaohs, because I was like reading the Bible and really trying to get a better understanding. It took me into Kemet, and I started seeing the rod and staff. And there are scriptures that say in Psalms 100, especially Psalms 27, when David is talking about how the rod and staff comfort him. The pharaohs were buried with rods and staffs, and they had something in a tomb called a djed, and the djed connects to the ankh and makes the capacitor genuine to your body's electrical magnetic system. And there were portals where they used to take the key, because our mouth is a key, open and unlock doors. Take the djed that's tuned to their body's signature and unlock the portal and be able to walk through worlds. I believe that. I believe they had that technology.
Let me say, I can look. You say Psalms 100.
Psalms 27. David talked about it, but he said, "Thy rod and thy staff comfort me."
Right.
The rod was used as a corrective tool, and the staff was symbolic to him being a shepherd.
Okay.
But in Egypt, the pharaohs, which were kings, was buried with rods and staffs. They had a rod and a staff, and they had an ankh. And the ankh had a piece called a djed that you connect in there, and it made like a key. And they wore it around their neck, and take it off their neck and plug it into like how we got a key to go in the door, plug it in there and be able to walk through. I thought that was kind of interesting. And you have to really get into history about things to really break it down, because in church they don't talk about a lot of that stuff. They don't feel like it's valid. We talk about Christ, which I respect, because I do believe Yeshua HaMashiach lives. I just, Isis and Jesus kind of sound similar to me.
Okay.
ISES, IEOUS. It sounded to me like you took the word ISIS and who is really
And
offset.
messed around with it.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, that's good.
That's just what I believe. There's more learning that we got to do. Because if the Bible is the basic, shoot, where's the advanced stuff at? I believe the advanced stuff is back in Kemet. Jesus, he talked about a lot of teachings that were Gnostic, that were secret, that everybody didn't have access to, which is why certain kings had access to the Bibles back in the day. Because the commoners couldn't have access to it because they were common. They didn't want secret information to go to the commoners because they didn't want everybody to be on the same level.
Right.
That's why you have to have certain degrees that show that you are worthy of the wisdom.
Maverick Entertainment has all the movies you need and more.
And there are different degrees of
With
wisdom.
movie releases every month, you will never run out of movies to watch.
So 360 is a high degree of wisdom, but also 720.
Mm-hmm.
Maverick
Which break down to being platonic solids.
Your way.
Shapes, geometric shapes, somatic frequencies.